Welcome back to another game, and today we're back on Mega Random because we love this map. And if you actually have noticed, I actually have casted a game on this one before, in particular because the Mega Random pack is made up, I think it's like 70 different maps. So that's inside of there, and naturally they're all a little bit random. So looking at the map after we have a look at the players, of course, in the blue we have LHD Zhaofei. I don't know if that's how you're going to pronounce it, but I guess it'll just be called Zhao for the rest of the game. Zhaofei. It's going to be as good as I get at any rate. And he's going to be playing as Huns. And in the red, we have, of course, Poz Cloud also playing as the Huns. The map, which we've seen, is this big open area in the middle. It's going to be extremely hard to wall this map, actually. Especially because of just all the shallows around here. And, of course, you can make a transport ship and drop in if you really want to, actually. Yeah, it looks like there's places for docks to go down. So we should be okay like that. Looking at other things as well, lots of gold on this map, really heavy deposits. Boars, 3 there already. Deer patch, there was one over here as well. There we go, I remember correctly. And apart from that, all the resources really are scattered across this main little area here. And of course, down over here we have one extra gold pile. And it looks like on this side, 4 gold piles as well, yes, and 3 or 2 stone piles, 3, 1, 2, 3, compared to 1, 2, 3, ooh, 4, am I missing one on this side, or, nope, a little bit imbalanced there, but hey, it's that amount of stone, and as Huns, stones isn't the most important resource available. So, should see it quite interesting on this map. Definitely going to be something interesting done. Mass cavalry archers, of course, it is an option, but just looking at the map, there's not a lot they're really going to be able to do with it, because they can get cornered and cut out really easily. Like I've said in previous things, cavalry archers are great harassment units. Straight up fights, they're decent. They're decent, but they're still not the best unit in the world to be using. Lumber camp is up, and it looks like that boar is actually going to get away from there. That's going to... no, I think the timing should still be pretty decent, but if it got there before, it would have been a bit better if it was there beforehand. Third boar already in, and actually looks like Zhao has actually lost a villager here. This is not good for him at all right now, and in fact that scout might even pick off this one later in the game as well. Looks like he... oh! Just getting out of there in time. That was extremely lucky there. Nearly lost his scout to Palisade Walls. But that dead village there is really going to hurt his score and his economy going up, because he's either going to be forced to advance later or produce less villages, which means it's really going to hurt either way. So if we check Zhao going up now, he's at about the U. Cloud just about to hit the G, so we know that this is about to... it's going to be a little bit Cloud's headed way straight from the top, especially if he decides to go for a big feudal push, because he's going to be able to get units out a lot faster, especially if he goes for scouts. It means there's going to be spearmen out a lot less, which is one of the reasons 20 pop scouts work so well, and I actually had a debate about this the other night. 20 pop scouts work so well because you go up before your opponent and they can't get spears out to deal with it as early as they can. And what's going up? Stable is out, so we are going to be looking at scouts, because, well, we had those 3 boars come in, had quite a big area of just to gather food from, so that makes perfect sense, especially because he's got these berries as well. If we look over here, what are we seeing? Stable is going down for Zhao as well, so he is going to be able to keep up with his opponent in this stage. There are spears being created now, which is definitely a smart idea, and he could even go as far just to wall this section here off. It's not that big area, but it depends what you're really going for. And here come the scouts, looking like they're going to start getting some harassment here, and that's good harassment. He took all those villages off there for a few seconds, which is good, which is very, very good. And it looks like he's going to be holding this down quite well. 29 population now for Cloud, Zhao only on 28, and it could have even been an extra villager there for Cloud during that time, because I definitely heard something there. So it's going to be a close one right now, even though Cloud does have a bit of a head start, because he did get up a little earlier. He did... of course, not lose a villager, which is really important, which is 50 less food to go up on. It's just really going to be interesting to see how they play out, even if he decides to go for a double stable, which is something we don't see at all. But it can definitely happen. And looks like we're going to see a bit of, well, scout on scout here, and nothing too bad. Of course, just going to speed it up, because we're not seeing too much happening right now. And still producing scouts, and these villagers over here actually could be in trouble with these scouts. And is he going to see them? Yes, he is. Might losing 1 villager. Losing 2 villagers there. that's going to hurt. But anyway, over here, anything? Nope, Spear's pushing those scouts out before they can really do anything. So definitely a good plan so far by Zhao to get back into the game, getting a bit of harassment in there, not allowing his opponent to get too much. But still, he lost 2 villagers over here. In fact, 1, 2, yeah, that sounds right. 2, I didn't hear more than 2 die. And we see now Cloud going into that Archer range combo. Archer range finally being put down for Zhao as well. Only the single one right now. Double is going up for Cloud, which means he's going to be a little bit ahead on the transition. But he went up to Feudal a little bit earlier as well, which pretty much evens. Well, it gives you the reason there that it wasn't up yet. Fair enough, in my opinion. And scouts at this point are pretty much being outdated, so he's going to go try and get some good harass with these. Second range is going down, and the wall off has pretty much really started to take effect here. I can't tell if there's a gap there or not. I wish I could. And it looks like these guys here will see these scouts moving in. There's a blacksmith going up here to gap in this area here. Just a small one needs to go in here, and then he'll be walled in. So could be going for a big boom game here, actually. Cloud, what's your plan? He's starting his wall off around here, hasn't really gone as far to start walling this section here off as well. In fact, if he did wall this section here off and across here, he'd have a good area to boom back here. He's got a lot of gold in this area, like we can see. He's got a lot of little bits of wood, and it's just be a nice area, honestly. So, looking at the map, I can't see what anyone's going to do yet. And it looks like those spears just holding those scouts off there. If that villager went on its own, it would be dead. So let's go ahead and speed things back up to get back in here, get some excitement. Fletching is now done for Zhao, and quite a few archers actually out, and we've got quite a few out for Cloud as well. Looks like Cloud might have a few more here. Skirmishes mixed in as well, so he's going to be able to soak up a lot of that archer damage, which is going to be quite helpful. And those spears as well will be taken out pretty quickly by this group of archers if they don't get too much harass, which means these, well, scouts are going to be able to come in and do a lot of damage. Actually, here he might get caught. No, doesn't look like it. Archers are moving in. It's starting to even out a bit, and of course, both players are going to want that hill advantage, which you can get here. This is going to be a very crucial area, and just how to do it, really. And it looks like they will get in. This villager could be in trouble. Spears. Very good play so far by Cloud, not allowing that villager to build it, but it's up now. Only 34 health on that one there, though, so... killing the villager off. Good work, good work. Cloud still up by 300 points at this stage. That's quite a lot, actually. And like I said, only 34 hit points to this palisade wall, so it will be taken down quite quickly. So the scouts will be able to get in now and do a lot of damage. And most of those spears have actually been killed off by the looks of things. So he could be in a lot of trouble now, actually. Cloud could do a lot of damage here. He does have 2 pierce armor on these scouts, which you've got to remember. He has got bloodlines on them already. And he might even be going up, actually. No, he's not. Nothing ridiculous there. But Cloud definitely putting the harass on here. He's playing a very smart game. Right now, it's going to be hard for Zhao to get back into it. He's really going to have to boom hard. Saying that, though, he is putting a watchtower up, which means he's not going to be able to get that resources that he needs for more town centers without collecting more stone. Which, again, it can hurt his economy quite a bit more. More archers walking across the map right now for Cloud. Going to try and get some more harassment. Lots of villagers on gold right now. Not so many on wood, because, of course, archers aren't the most wood-heavy unit in the game to create. And another archery range is going up for Zhao right now. And scout cover, of course. Looks like these archers over here just trying to do a little bit of damage where they can, not game enough to walk past that town center. And once this watchtower goes up, it's going to force them back, which will be quite helpful. Skirmishes, of course, being taken out quite quickly by these scouts, because we do know that skirmishes against scouts, it's no match at all there. They just eat away at them so quickly, and skirmishes generally can't do anything against them. Lots of archers here ready to come back into the game and speeding things back up, because at the moment just seeing a little bit of a eco bust, and here we go again. Looks like he's actually trying to take down this archer range, which is something we've been seeing quite a bit actually recently, actually destroying military buildings of your opponent, which is an interesting turn. I really like it because it gives a new bunch of harassment in there where they can't just stall behind a wall buildings and just hang out until they can. But another archer range going up. Yes, going up to 4. Is he going up? Yes, Zhao is going up, which is the reason he is stalling and going for so many archer ranges. He is going to be able to get cavalry archers out quite soon. His resources is going to be quite good as well. He does have quite a few villages on wood, a lot on gold there, so he's going to be able to do quite well with that. And Cloud, are you going up yet? Cloud is not going up. He has the resources to, and there we go, he's going up right now. So he's going to be a bit behind, but nothing too bad. He does have the, of course, supply advantage here, which means he's going to be able to hold out for a while against these cavalry archers, but once all those range upgrades and things get done, he's going to be in a lot of trouble. And this archer range, it's half hit points, nearly. And there we go, so we might actually take this one out. Scouts moving forward to try and take out this archer here. It looks like this one, yes, getting killed off there, getting this. And who am I on? No Bodkin yet, because he's not in castle. And it looks like this archer range will go down. I don't think there's much he's going to be able to do about it. Going to lose 2 archers there as well. And there we go, the archery range is down. Something interesting there. Castle Age right now for Zhao, and I'm waiting for that. Bodkin, Crossbowman. Well, Bodkin's an important research, but I guess Crossbow's a little bit more important at this stage. And right now, Cloud doing the smart thing, backing right off, because he knows his opponent's going to be able to go for cavalry archers. Mangonel could be incoming as well, which can really lay waste to groups of archers and skirmishes, as we know. So he's going to have to hold back and really defend until he can get up to cavalry archer stage and just start doing the damage that he can as well. Cloud, of course, up to the E in Castle Age, into the E in Age, but crossbow has been done. And checking for that Bodkin again. Bodkin on the way, that's good. They're going to have a great range advantage right now, because of course, crossbow's 5+1 when you've got fletching, 5+2 when you get Bodkin. Archery on 4+1 right now, because they do have fletching done. Cavalry archers are on the way, of course, and haven't seen bloodlines from him actually yet. So these cavalry archers might not be the biggest threat in the world right now, but still, they are a powerful unit, they are a quick unit, so we might be able to get back in here quickly with some good villager harassment. Cloud going up to the Castle Age now, so definitely going to see some production from him, because of course we know he already has bloodlines, which is a really important upgrade for those cavalry archers. And it looks like he's going for the double stable actually. Yes, knights are on the way right now. This could be really bad for Zhao right now actually, because skirmisher crossbows get taken out pretty easily by knights, of course, if, and I'm saying if, they're not outmassed too badly, because if you can start one-hitting knights, you can just group them into an area, and it'll be all done. But if you choose to go up against knights when you don't have many cavalry archers or anything at all, any type of archer that you can't really stall from, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. Looks like these cavalry archers here might both be taken out, and one more volley. Nope, going to give up on that one, let him return to base. Cavalry archers, of course, an extremely good harassment unit. And waiting right now, are we seeing extra town centers from anyone? No, none yet. Town center is going down over here for Cloud. Going to be on this wood, of course, because he does need to keep that supply up, because he is going to be going for cavalry archers, and cavalry archers are a really wood-heavy unit. Doesn't look like we've seen anything more from Zhao right now, actually, because, well, he doesn't have any stone to do anything with, and he hasn't started collecting extra stone. There we go as well, deleting off more of this wall, and cavalry archer count's starting to get a bit higher right now. There we go, bloodlines has been done as well. But I think we're on even upgrades right now, so nothing too ridiculous, of course, and I don't think these guys... The archers will be able to kill off villagers on this side, but the scouts won't be able to get in, so we could see a bit of harassment over here, actually. Could lose, I don't know, 2-3 villagers, depending on the reaction timing, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, so he just wasn't as quick as I thought it would be there. And of course, killing those 2 villagers straight away at the same time was really, really damaging. Zhao moving out now to try and engage. I don't know if this is going to be the best time to actually try right now, if his opponent is on the hill here. He does have cavalry archers, which are stronger than crossbows, but they do have less range, and of course, the hill bonus really does count here. Scouts, of course, going to be able to soak up a bit of that damage as well, because they do have 2+2 armor, which is really important. Cavalry archers actually getting to the top of the hill here, forcing all the other units to stand on the bottom, and this could be really bad right now, actually. And that was actually a great maneuver there by Zhao, taking the top of that hill, forcing his opponent down to the bottom, but it's still close, but he should be able to take it. Oh, it's actually really close. Yeah, we're going to be able to take that one there without too much trouble. However, a massive group of knights actually coming in from Cloud right now. These are going to be really hard to defend against, especially because he has no spears out ready to deal with it. And I don't think he actually had any idea these were coming, especially because they've got the 2+2 defense on them, bloodlines on them, giving that extra 20 HP. And of course, right now, if depends on the engagement here, and These crossbows over here are going to be in a lot of trouble. And of course, trying to move out of there. Cavalry archers, of course, can soak up a little bit more knight damage. 10 damage per hit from them. Cavalry archers, of course, having 1 armor, so it is going to take upwards of like 8 hits to kill them. And looks like these knights are doing a pretty decent job actually putting the pressure on. Did kill off most of those crossbows by the looks of it, but these cavalry archers are just a little bit too much to deal with at this stage. Could go for a mangonel. That way, if they group up like that on top of each other, could do a lot of damage there. Cloud's still up by 1,000 points right now, so Zhao's staying in it. I don't know exactly how. Cloud on 71 population, if we look at Zhao, 53, so there's a big difference there. It must mostly be in the economy stage. 3 town centers are up for Cloud, so he is getting his boom on, whereas Zhao at the moment is only still operating off the 1, and a monastery going up right now. Could be going for some converts on those knights. I don't think I've seen any relics around, actually. I don't think this map has any relics. Can't see any. Just quickly, just looking around. Nope, no relics on this map. But I guess there is massive piles of gold, so kind of makes up for it. So yes, monks being produced. They're going to be going for the converts on those knights. Quite a few of them out. And the best thing is as well, when you get a convert, you steal your opponent's upgrades, which is just absolutely awesome, because it means you don't have to bother doing them for those units that you've converted, which is great. But it works the opposite way as well, sadly. If your opponent has upgrades, which doesn't have upgrades you do, the knights will be less strong. It's a give or take situation, really. Just gotta hope you haven't invested too much into upgrades. What's he doing? Is he gonna go for a wall, or... there we go, stone miner mining stone. So, he does have enough resources, actually, to put down a town center. Surprised he hasn't, actually, especially over here. It would be great to have one. And that monk is out the first one there, speeding things along. And university actually going up, so not even bothering with the town center right now, which is an interesting choice. It means he's going for mostly military, but I don't think he's going to have enough right here, because Cloud's been pretty much putting the pressure on most of the game, so it's going to be interesting to see if he can continue to hold it off. Moving into cavalry archers now as well, actually, unless they were misclicks or something like that. And here we go. Palisade Wall getting taken down extremely quickly by knights, as we know, because they do have a high attack power. And in they go, but these cavalry archers here should be able to deal with them. And getting back here, ooh, going for the converts. And it looks like he's going to try and get out of here before the conversion happens. And it looks like he's just getting out of there with those ones. Very, very lucky. And let's swap over to Cloud and see what you're doing. Cloud, 110 population now, so it's really starting to boom. Knights in, well, not in production, 2 in there. Cavalry archers in production still. Has a lot of resources actually available at the moment. Going down, another 2 stables. He could be looking towards advancing actually and going up to Paladin. Could be an interesting option for him. Cavalry archers are moving out right now, and this looks like a group big enough to deal with these knights, depending of course on the situation. And just keeping an eye on these 2 blobs. And Cavalry Archer and Knight Galore here, actually, for Cloud. He's going to be able to do a lot of damage to this army if it tries to move in. He's going to be able to push it out from engagement. And here we go, pushing him towards this section here. Again, these Knights not being able to get in the greatest position in the world. He's losing quite a few. But he might get sandwiched here if he's unlucky enough between this hill and these Knights, which is not going to be good for him at all. And... there we go. Lots of knights actually being taken down right now. I don't know if this engagement was truly worth it. Lots more knights out on the way. And it looks like this army here will get away without losing too many. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's still quite a few to lose, actually, if we consider it's 1, 2, 3, 4 knights. I thought it would have been more than that, but there you go. Cavalry archers here again, just trying to take out all of these knights, and quite a bit of damage being done, but nothing too ridiculous at this stage, nothing game-changing apart from the fact that Zhao's now down by like 1,500 points, which is quite a bit, and I would say that's due to the fact he hasn't been booming at all in this game. Another archer range is going up. Town center is up though as well, so he does have double town center production now, but I think it's going to be too late. Cloud on 128 to 87 population for Zhao, so this might not work out too well right now. We could see the GG quite soon actually, just because he's going to get overwhelmed with knights, and it wouldn't surprise me actually if Cloud goes up to the Imperial Age soon. definitely has the ability to do it. And actually, if these cavalry archers can get some good harass and a lot of villager kills, he can get back into the game. But just looking at where it is, another town center actually going down for Cloud as well. Just looking at the way the base is set up at the moment, it's going to be really hard to do unless he runs around the back here, snipes these villagers, and that's about all he can do from there. And then just tries to, he's going to have to do a big run by here, really. I don't think he's going to be able to do too much with it. And here we go. Might get one. 1, 2, 3. And he's going to be able to get in here by the looks of it. But the knights are going to head him off. He could get sandwiched in here again. But he's got the high ground here to defend against these guys, so he might not be in the worst trouble in the world. And actually deleting his own archery range there to get through. That's an interesting one. That is a very interesting one. Oh, actually, that was a barracks, sorry. But again, all these cavalry archers trying to get some harass in there, but nothing too ridiculous to be able to do. Lots of stables going up right now for Cloud, so he's really going heavy into this knight composition. And he's actually using all his resources right now, so I don't think we'll actually see him go up to Imperial for a while unless he starts either making an absolutely massive economy or just starts not producing any more armies. Zhao, on the other hand, even less resources on for him. 103 population compared to Cloud on 150. So he is starting to close the gap a little bit, I guess, but still not the best results in the world. The point gap is still about the same. Another mill going up now. These cavalry archers look like they could try and get some more kills right now. I don't think they're going to be able to get too much. They might be able to hit this guy, and unless they come in through here, they're going to be in a lot of not going to be able to do much. If they sit right here, going to be in a lot of trouble because all those villagers here can get killed off. These ones here can get killed off. Losing another one there. Could lose one over here as well. Yes, losing one more. And it looks like these knights are actually returning back to base. And the army for Cloud right now is actually starting to get really, really big, which is going to start being quite an issue soon, actually. Because I don't think this hit and run style is going to be able to hold the whole thing off. There we go, actually. He's got these knights coming back to defend. These ones going to be aggressive. I don't know. He has quite a few cavalry archers actually back here, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. And it looks like he's going to be able to do a little bit of damage here just because he's clumped his cavalry archers up so well. But again, I don't know if there's going to be enough back here to defend. He will be able to get some converts with these monks, of course, if he's quick enough. And these cavalry archers here will be able to start doing some damage as well. Alright, here we go. Conversions are on the way. I hear one. Here two. Don't think we've heard more than two. One way to find out, though. Actually, you got 4 there by the looks of it, because I don't think it's been producing knights. So we got 1 for every monk. That's quite a good effort, actually. It must have just happened at the same time. So this is actually starting to look bad down here for Cloud. Over here as well, losing way more knights than he should be. These cavalry archers just such a good unit when you clump them up together. And there we go. Cloud's actually keeping a really good ratio up here. He managed to fight that off quite easily. And he's starting to get the scores evened out a bit more, actually only down by 1,200 now. And it looks like these knights, again, could be worth retreating them now. Yes, there we go. Because he's going to be defending for a little while longer. Trying to get a few more converts, because those converts are so helpful. But the only thing really that's holding him back at the moment is Cloud has such a good economy. And what's that? Is that market, interesting enough. Looks like he's going to be selling some resources. Cloud at the moment, not doing anything too interesting. 149 pop to 106 for Zhao. And that's actually getting closer and closer every time we look. So this could be interesting here. Just needs to get a few more. If he gets a few more knight converts here, it could be really helpful for him. These knights, of course, maximum upgrades. Cavalry archers, maximum upgrades. And this could be a bad time to actually move out, because these knights could just run in and pillage and slaughter. Here we go. This is going to be interesting if he catches them with all these cavalry archers out of position. Because these monks probably will be killed off before there's anything they can really do about it. And yep, here we go. They'll be able to just run straight in. And they'll probably actually be able to take out the town center as well right now, because he actually has a lot of knights in this area. And if it comes down to it, knights will be able to kill off a base faster than cavalry archers. Cavalry archers may be able to kill off units faster, but still. And here we go. Trying to get some converts. Don't think he might have got 1 there, 1 or 2. Cavalry archers, of course, coming back, but I don't know what he's going to be able to actually do about this. They will be able to kill off the town center if they really want to. Monk's actually being garrisoned inside the town center, so quite a smart play there. Once these cavalry archers get back, he might be able to get some converts once he starts actually putting some aggression on. But it's going to be an interesting one. Looks like these units over here will be killed off quite easily by these knights again. Another town center up, that's good, so he is starting to catch up in economy as well. But still, I don't know if it's going to be enough. Cavalry archers down over here getting swarmed by these knights, and the knights actually might be able to take this, especially with all the reinforcements running him, because he is producing, of course, from 5 stables at a time. And there's the resign from Zalfai. He can't continue to keep this up. He did stick in there quite well. He was getting back into the game, but those cavalry archers getting out of position there really hurt him. So, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the game.